On day 1, I spawned in as a warden bee in my skulk flower fields.
My sweet little bees, go and collect pollen for our hive.
Anything for the colony. Man, being a bee is amazing. But as I said this, a creature began to emerge from a dark, scary cave, revealing it was a giant bear beekeeper.
The Warden Bees! Finally!
Oh no, the colony is under attack! I began to race through the skulk flower fields, trying to get back to my queen safely, but he was chasing close behind.
What are you doing? Don't lead him to the hive!
In my panic, I didn't listen, but before I could make it inside, the bear hit me to the ground. No, the queen!
Yes, there it is!
I watched as he slashed right through our beehive.
With all of you little Warden Bees, I will be made all of your precious skulk honey!
He ran off as I hurried inside of our home. On day 2, I looked around the hive's interior. Everything was in ruins. Queen, where are you?
That evil bear took our queen and the other bees. Without her, our entire colony will perish.
No, we have to save her.
You're going to die.
When I got outside of the hive, I saw a path the bear left behind and began to follow it. But because of this, I recklessly got trapped. Ah! I looked around and realized I was now stuck in a giant spider's web. And on it was a large tarantula. Someone, please help!
Hello, my new dinner.
Whoa! Is that a Warden Bee?
A little flower creature? Please help me fast!
I don't know. I could, but it'll cost you.
Yes, fine. I'll do anything. He quickly pulled me out of the webs just as the tarantula went to bite.
Get back here.
Follow me!
I quickly followed the flower with the large tarantula on our tails. Thankfully, we made it through a small crack just in time. I can't even fight a spider. How am I supposed to stop a bear?
Ah, you mean Borris the beekeeper, don't you? Yeah, going after him is a death sentence.
What? Why? I had no choice but to follow the plant as he went deeper into the forest. On day 3, I followed the flower until reaching a field full of his other flower kind. Whoa, I had no idea living flowers were a thing.
All flowers are living. We could just move and talk.
Yeah, right. As we went further in, I quickly noticed how weak everyone here was. What happened?
You see that tree right there? We used to live on top of it, bathing in the most beautiful sunlight, but we, fell and grew very weak in this shade.
Huh. Well, I'll help you all get back up there, if in return you tell me everything you know about that bear.
Deal.
With that, I began searching around the tree until I found a large hole in its trunk. Aha! This way! We were able to make our way up inside its large trunk until we came across a room full of acorns? Why are these here? Suddenly, a loud growl echoed through the air.
So, I may have lied. We didn't fall, we were kicked out.
By what? I turned back around just in time to see a giant rabid squirrel. Ah! On day 4, the squirrel lunged into attack. Ah! Stay away!
Nice squirrel. Nice squirrel.
I don't think that's helping. As I said this, the squirrel knocked me out of the tree onto one of its branches. Ouch! I looked up, and along the branch was a strange skulk stinger. Is that from another warden bee? The squirrel came running along the branch towards me, but I went up and collected the stinger. Because of this, I became much stronger and now had a much larger bee stinger. I gained 5 more hearts and my senses began to change. strange. I was now somewhere else, and in front of me was a strange looking flower, one larger than I had ever seen before. What is this? But then my vision was brought back to the tree. Whoa! The squirrel was about to reach me, but I quickly used my new stinger to unleash a sonic sting, causing him to fall off the branch. Whoa, I could do that? Ha, not so scary now, are you? With that, I reached the top of the tree, which revealed a breathtaking view like none other. The flower people looked much more healthy and happy as well.
Okay, so I don't know much about Borris, but I know he's very deadly. And where he goes to rest. Follow me.
On day 5, the flower and I journeyed to a plains clearing where I saw a large beekeeper site. All around, weak warden bees worked in the field and would all go towards a den in the center. The queen must be in there.
Wait! What are you doing?
I quietly buzzed through the fields and into the den, only to see a horrifying sight. Machines were everywhere, processing the resources our bees collected and turning it into skulk honey. This is awful. There, above it all, was the queen bee, trapped in a cage. There you are.
My little Warden Bee, you shouldn't be here. That bear, he will return soon.
I'm not leaving before I get you out. I flew around her cage, looking for a weak spot. There, with my new power, I tried to break it open, but it didn't work. And with one more hit, a loud ringing sound rang. Oh no.
You found one of the warrior's lost fragments?
I guess so. And when I grabbed it, I saw a vision. One showing a flower?
Yes, that's it! Young Fozo, listen. There's only one way to save us all. You must find the rest of the warrior's fragments. And when you do, you will be able to find the flower of lost skulk. Its legendary pollen can create a skulk hive like no other. One that can unleash a power never seen before.
What kind of power? But before she could answer, Borris burst into his den.
Go now. You're our only hope.
I knew I had to listen to her and flew out before the bear saw me. On day 6, I flew far away from the beekeeper's fields, and it didn't take long for me to see that my new flower friend was being chased around by a girl?
I want to pick the flowers. They're so cute.
Hey, I charged in and stung her immediately.
Ow! A bee!
Ugh, thanks for the help.
Yeah, no problem. Little guys like us gotta work together to stay safe. With that in mind, I found a safe spot for us to start building a base. I went around the area, pollinating nearby flowers and gathering resources to construct my own honeycomb home. It wasn't a full hive yet, but it'll do. Then I noticed my flower friend had built himself a flower pot home as well. You're staying with me?
You helped my people, so it's only fair that I stay until I can return the favor. By the way, my name is Sunny.
Nice to officially meet you, Sonny. I then went out in search of any clues on the warrior fragments when suddenly, I nearly dodged back to avoid being crushed by a man. Hey, that's the girl from before.
Yeah, I got the sandwiches, the sodas, and the deep dark honeycomb. I know how much you love your honey, huh?
Yeah? Well, not anymore. I hate bees.
A deep dark honeycomb? That must be another warrior fragment. I have to follow them. On day 7, I followed the couple to a cute beachside picnic area. Aw, they're on a date. The boyfriend began setting up as he put down the picnic basket. Okay, the deep dark honeycomb is in there. I carefully flew low to the ground to avoid being spotted and made it to the basket safely. But as I try to push it open, it's too heavy.
Did I just hear buzzing?
I ducked behind the basket as the girl began to look around. I gotta be more careful. But how am I gonna get in that basket?
Hey, psst,
Huh? I followed the voice coming from behind a watermelon and found 2 ninja flies? What the?
Seems we're all after the same thing. These people's delicious food.
Yeah, but I don't want all of it.
Well, you're in luck. We are the Ninja Flies, masters of food thievery. We can all work together to accomplish both our goals. If you distract the humans, we will open the basket.
All right, but why can't you distract them?
We're flies. Who's scared of flies?
Yeah, good point. You have yourselves a deal then. I flew out of hiding and headed towards the couple. Here goes nothing. I buzzed directly in between the 2 of them as they both screamed, "Oh, a bee!" On day 8, the couple began to panic.
Not again!
Oh, come on. I'm not that scary. The chaos created the perfect opening for the ninja flies.
Go, go, go!
The 2 flies latched onto the basket and forced its lid open. Yes! They jumped inside as one of the humans ran straight towards me with a fly swatter.
That's it. Stay back.
Oh no! Ah! I tried to fly around to dodge his attack, but he struck me dead on, sending me straight into the basket. Ow! That hurt. Looking around at my new surroundings, I saw the inside of the basket was full of food, and there amongst it all was the deep, dark honeycomb. Bingo! I started to make my way towards it, but the ninja flies jumped out at me.
I don't think so, pal.
What the? You guys are betraying me?
Yeah, what did you expect? We're flies! All we care about is food.
The fly ran into attack, and it wasn't holding back. With their combined hits, I was losing fast. Oh no! Thankfully though, one of them hit me straight towards the honeycomb.
Oh, no. Stop him, you idiot.
They came after me, but I grabbed a chunk of the honeycomb just in time and felt myself upgrade once again. I gained 5 more hearts and grew even stronger, but my vision began to fade again. I don't think I'll ever get used to that. I noticed that I was back in the place from my previous vision. I walked down a cave tunnel that led me to a dangerous dungeon entrance. And as I was about to enter in,
You seek the flower of the lost skulk within this temple, yes?
Yeah, I do.
Please take it from me. Entering here is a death wish.
Suddenly, the Warden Bee just died. What? How? It was then that my vision returned to the picnic basket. The skulk flower is that dangerous? In the middle of my thought, the ninja flies were still coming right at me. However, in my newly upgraded form, I was able to shoot out hot skulk honey, which stopped their attack.
I can't move!
But this honey, it's delicious.
Well, enjoy it, I guess. I escaped through the open basket to see that the humans had left the picnic. Thank goodness. Getting to that flower is not going to be easy. I wonder where the other warden fragments are. Huh? What's that? I flew around the corner to see a baby fox trembling with fear. Hey there, are you all right?
You work for that evil bear! Leave me alone!
Borris? Wait, no, I don't work for him. On days 11 to 12, I began to chase after the fox through the forest. They were just a baby, but clearly knew the forest inside and out. Hey, I just want to talk. It wasn't long until we stumbled into an area that was almost completely destroyed. Whoa, what happened here? The baby fox had stopped in the center and just looked so sad.
That horrible bear is what happened. He came here and destroyed my home using your skulk honey. I lost my mom and pops.
Wait, he was using our honey? How? Look, I'm sorry. I promise that I'm trying to stop that bear. He's using our honey against my hive's will. The fox wordlessly nodded and seemed to trust me, but they were still so sad. We returned to the picnic, and I found some leftover food to feed them.
Thanks. So, I can see you're out searching for the Warden Bee's fragments, right?
Yeah, you know what those are?
Yes, I love learning all about the forest animals around me. If you already have the singer and the honeycomb, the remaining 3 pieces are the tendril antenna, the ancient wings, and the buzzing heart.
Whoa, you're more knowledgeable than I thought. What's your name?
I'm Amber.
All right, Amber. I think I have an idea. On days 13 to 14, Amber and I returned back to my base, where I immediately started building a cozy little home for them. I promise you that I'll find your parents and reunite you guys.
Thank you! But that bear, he's always been the forest's largest predator, and now he's even more dangerous. And your skulk honey, it's changing him for the worse.
Yeah, that's not good.
Good news though, I actually know where the next fragment is. The tendril antenna should be in a beehive just south of here.
Another beehive? Then that's just where I need to go. As I prepared to leave my base, I noticed our home was blooming with even more vibrant flowers.
Yeah, being half flower has its perks.
Then, as I looked out of my base, I spotted another Warden Bee, but they looked scared and flew off in a hurry. What could they be running from? On days 15 to 16, I tracked the bee as he flew into a snowy forest. Great. Where did he go? I then heard rustling in nearby bushes. Hello? I crept forward until I saw the Warden Bee.
Oh my, another Warden Bee. Finally. I've been on the run since our colony fell.
You've been on the run? From what? Suddenly, emerging from the path were 2 massive tundra wolves.
Not just one, but 2. Look how lucky we are.
Oh no!
Run!
We both darted away, flying through the forest as fast as we could, but they were gaining on us. Ah! Ow! The wolves slowly began to walk forward, ready to kill. But then, bursting from out of the tree line was Borris. He took down both of the wolves with one powerful swing. He's stronger than before.
This skulk honey, it's doing something to me. It's given me power.
Wait, he's using our honey?
Quiet down! Borris sniffed through the air and came slowly towards our snow pile, but thankfully, he didn't notice us.
This power changes everything. I will consume all the honey from those bees, and when they can't give me any more, they'll be dead.
Our queen, she has to be so weak now. The entire colony won't last much longer. I have to find that other beehive.
You're looking for another hive? I just saw one a while back. Come with me.
On days 17 to 18, the bee brought me over to a beautiful lakeside. There, in the center, was a small island with a single tree, and hanging from it was the beehive. The tendril antenna has to be in there. Huh, I wonder why they call it that. I split up with the other Warden Bee and made my way to the hive. Once inside, I saw that there was an entire bee town. And wait, all of them were in business suits? Some were even driving cars.
Come on, I'm trying to get to work. I'm a busy bee, you know.
As I got deeper into the hive, I saw that every single bee was in their homes, just watching TV. This is not right.
You being here is not right.
I looked up, and there on her throne was the colony's queen bee. And coming out of her throne were power lines, all connected to the tendril antenna. Oh! Oh, I see. Queen, I'm here for that antenna. It's rightfully mine.
Do not talk to me with such a demanding tone. Without this antenna, this city would have no more power. The TVs are all us busy bees need now, so it is ours.
Before I could react, 2 policemen bees grabbed me from the side. Ah! Hey, let me go!
Put him in jail for his disrespect.
On days 19 to 21, I was thrown into a honey cell. Ah! Hey, let me out!
Oh, shut up! I'm trying to watch TV!
You guys too? Come on!
Huh, they all like that.
I turned around to see a prisoner bee. Why are you locked in here?
Something real messed up, man.
I hate technology, and I miss the beautiful flowers our colony used to enjoy.
Wait, that's messed up?
To this place, it sure is. I'm willing to do anything to show these bees that the outside world is a far better place than staring at a screen.
Anything?
Ha ha! I love this part! Look! What the? What was that? Put your hands up!
What hands? We're bees! He began to attack in frustration, but me and the other bee easily dodged and made it through the open door. Now! The other bee shut it, and I used my skulk honey to block the exit.
Good one. Now, how are we gonna do this?
I think I have an idea, but you're gonna have to trust me. On days 22 to 26, the prisoner bee approached the queen.
Hey, Queen!
What? You? How did you escape?
That doesn't matter. But you can't catch me, though.
What? Get back in your cell now.
The queen flew off of her throne and chased after him, leaving the tendril antenna for the taking. Yes, I seized the opportunity and grabbed it, causing me to upgrade even more. I gained 5 more hearts and grew into a larger Warden Bee with a powerful buzz boom. But because I took the antenna, all of the power throughout the entire hive shut off.
You!
The queen began charging right at me. Oh no! We began to fight, and even though she was just a normal bee, the queen was very strong and had a very powerful stinger. Ah! Thankfully, with my new ability though, I launched her into the wall of the hive, causing it to break open and reveal the outside.
Ah! My head! Oh my! This place, it's beautiful.
Whoa, it looks real. The quality here is way better than TV.
This is what I've been trying to tell you!
I am so sorry. And Fozo, I owe you an apology as well. We are bees. We belong with nature. I'm truly sorry.
I'm just happy I could help you guys see that. On days 27 to 29, I returned to my base and saw a group of Warden Bees here. They must have followed the one from before, but they all still looked so weak. All right, Fozo, time to get to work. I built them their own Warden Bee sleeping quarters so that they can all get some rest. The Warden fragments are keeping me strong, but not the others. I need to save the queen.
Yeah, with her help, we could actually have a hope in finding the flower of lost skulk. No Warden Bee has ever found it before.
Really?
Only someone with strong enough senses can, and that's only if they can survive the trials.
Did you say trials?
That's just what I heard.
Huh, good to know. Hopefully, we can find it and save our queen before Borris becomes too strong. Just then, I heard a scream echo over our entire base.
I'm off course! Brace for impact!
I rushed out to find a dragonfly splashing in the water outside.
No! I'm never gonna make it to the secret society at this pace.
Hey man, are you all right? That was a major crash.
Yeah, my concussions numb the pain. Nothing's gonna stop Master Pilot Ace from getting to the Skyflower Fort.
Okay, Master Pilot Ace. What's there? That secret society you were talking about?
Yes, exactly.
Ooh, yeah. Any insect that they allow to join are granted the ancient wings.
Ancient wings? Another fragment. Well, I guess I need to join it then too. On days 30 to 32, Ace brought me to the base of a large, intimidating mountain.
The Skyflower Fort is just up here.
Should be easy enough. But just as I started to fly up it, lightning began to strike all around us. Ah! We were both blasted far back because of the impact. Ouch!
Yeah, now you see why I crashed earlier? Whoever's part of this society made it super exclusive.
Well, they haven't dealt with the Warden Bee. I began to push onward through the lightning-filled path. And as the lightning struck around me, I used my heightened warden senses to dodge around them. This is too easy. It wasn't long until we reached the mountain summit, and there stood the entrance to a grand flower fort.
Whoa, we actually made it. This place is beautiful.
From the fort emerged a large tarantula hawk.
Ah, newcomers.
That's right. We're here to join the secret society and claim the ancient wings for ourselves.
Very well. It's your funeral.
The insect pressed a switch that opened the doors of the fort. All right, time to get those wings.
So, there is another Warden Bee out there. Well, he will soon be mine.
On days 33 to 35, we were led into the council room of the flower fort, where two more imposing winged insects glared down at us. And above them were the ancient wings.
All right. Which one of you first?
Oh, wise and mighty Council of the Wings, please accept my application into your society.
No!
What?
We aren't leaving without a yes. We need those wings.
A Warden Bee. I knew I smelled you coming. You're here seeking the flower of lost skulk, aren't you?
Yes, and I'll do whatever it takes to save my colony.
Follow me!
She led us through the fort and into a chamber with a long hallway. And at the end was a golden map? What's this?
This map leads to a biome in the clouds, one with trees that are made of pure gold. If there's one thing I would change about this place, it's the trees. And these trees scream. Best of the best.
The moth threw over the map to me.
If you go there and bring us back just one simple sapling, the wings will be yours. But beware, the residents there do not welcome visitors.
On days 36 to 39, I followed the map and made it to the Golden Cloud Forest. Okay, just gotta get one sapling. No biggie. But as I got close, I spotted goblins flying around the area in golden helicopters. Yeah, I should not stay for long. I quickly went over and started to mine a tree. But its leaves are just gold blocks? How am I supposed to get a sapling then? Needing to know more answers, I went deeper into the area. But while I was searching, something blasted me from behind. Ah! I looked around and saw that I was now in a field of dead plants. But in the center hill stood one last golden sapling. Bingo! Before I could run for it, though, the attacker revealed himself as a goblin in a fully golden mech. Whoa!
No one will be taking our last golden sapling. We cherish it, protect it with all our hearts.
I have a feeling this isn't gonna go well.
Air team, blast him to bits, boys!
The helicopters came swooping in and started dropping deadly bombs onto me. Oh no! I was doing my best to avoid the explosions and skillfully used my skull honey to bring one down.
Hey, stop that!
The mech then charged in and was about to crush me when suddenly Ace came flying in, knocking him to the side. Ace!
Yeah, it's me! I'm here to help!
On days 40 to 44, Ace and I teamed, and using our combined attacks, we pushed the Golden Goblin mech that gave us an opening to go for the sapling.
No, please! It's the only living plant we have left on this this cloud. Without it, we goblins will have no few to love.
Wait, what? Okay, Goblin, I have an idea. I quickly flew around the area, and using my echo pollen, I was able to bring the surrounding plants more and more back to life. With this, golden flowers bloomed across the entire field. How beautiful.
Oh my, the beauty.
All the goblins then began to run around and sing.
Ring around the rosies, a pocket full of posies.
I did not expect this from goblins.
This is amazing. Thank you. Please, take the sapling.
Together, Ace and I collected the sapling and flew back to the flower fort. But something was wrong. It had been attacked. There was destruction everywhere. And as we made our way inside, I saw strange claw marks, and the ancient wings were gone.
The bear, he did this.
No. On days 45 to 47, Ace went back to base as I snuck my way back to Borris's honey field. But now the place was completely different. Everything was overrun with skulk, and my fellow Warden Bees looked so weak. They couldn't even move anymore. A loud roar echoed from a staircase that led beneath the fields. I followed it, which led me into a room where Borris was.
Where is that Warden Bee?
I don't know.
He roared out in anger again, but this time unleashed a powerful sonic boom that nearly destroyed half of the room. Oh my.
These stupid Warden Bees are on the verge of death. I need another one, healthy, like him. If you don't know where he is, then you will die.
He was about to unleash another roar. I can't just let them die. Hey! I blasted Borris, merely getting his attention.
My new pet.
I don't think so. Quickly, I tried to lead him away, but before I could, his roar sent me crashing into the hallway. Ah! All around me was the skulk honey he had been harvesting from my hive. I flew up angrily and turned to see him stomp into the hallway after me.
You will die working here, just like the rest of your colony.
No, I won't. On days 48 to 52, Borris began to chase me through the narrow hallway as his massive attacks would destroy his own machinery.
Oh, look what you made me do!
I tried to fly ahead, and as I did, I saw the ancient wings were being held at the end of the hall. I kept going and even turned to blast him with the sonic boom, but it barely even phased him.
Every single year I have to prepare for the horrible winter, gathering enough food to make sure I survive. But your honey, it's given me senses like none other. I'm not only stronger, but faster, and I can hear my prey from miles away. I don't need hibernation anymore!
He roared again, hitting me to the ground right in front of the wings. But I was only at one heart.
Oh, don't worry. I won't kill you until I've extracted all the honey I can from you.
No, you won't! I quickly got up and grabbed the ancient wings, which empowered me again. I gained 5 more hearts and grew out even larger wings. Borris angrily charged towards me, but I was able to soar up just in time. On days 53 to 56, I exited the tunnel and flew up into Borris's den. There, our queen was still locked in her cage, looking weaker than ever. Oh no, I could still hear Borris's roars coming from below. We have to get out of here.
Fozo?
With my upgraded form, my attack was now strong enough to break open her cage. Come on, my queen. We have to go now. I escorted her out of Borris's den, causing all of the other Warden Bees to follow us.
No! No! It's all that bee's fault! I'll use the rest of this honey to heighten my senses even more. And I will find that colony, and I'll take him down once and for all!
On days 57 to 59, I made it safely back to base with my entire colony. All of the flowers in my base bloomed and flourished thanks to Sunny. And some of his people were there as well.
Look at everything we did. This place looks so much better now.
Nice work, Sunny. Now, let's make it even better. I immediately got to work, building more resting quarters for the rest of the Warden Bees, and a royal throne for my queen to overlook us all. Despite everything we've done, all of the bees were still so weak. Borris had really taken his toll on them.
It won't be long before that bear finds us again. None of us are strong enough to face him. The lost flower is our only possible answer.
Leave it to me, my queen. She then handed me over a skulky-looking key. What's this?
You are the only healthy one left that's strong enough to do this. I know where the final warrior's fragment is left.
Wait, you do? Where?
The entrance lies within our old hive, but please be careful, Fozo. Obtaining this piece will be far more challenging than all of the others.
No pressure, right? I reluctantly flew out towards our old hive, and there it was on the ground, just as broken as before. I was about to enter inside, but then I heard movement behind a nearby tree. Hello? On days 60 to 63, I flew behind the tree to see a pair of foxes.
Have you seen our baby?
You're Amber's parents. Yeah, I have. She's safe.
Oh, thank goodness. Where is she?
I directed them to my home, and as they headed off, I went into the destroyed beehive. Everything was still in ruins inside, and I have no idea what I'm even looking for. Just then, the skulk key the queen had given me began to activate. It pointed me towards where the queen's throne once was, and after I cleaned up some of the rubble, I found a button. Pressing it caused the throne to move, which revealed a passageway into a hidden room. Whoa, the queen really kept this place a secret? At the center of the room was a chest, and I used the key to unlock it, showing an empty skulk heart inside. The heart of the buzz. As soon as I grabbed it, I was suddenly pulled away. I now found myself on an unfamiliar, deep, dark island, and there was a giant empty heart floating at its center.
Finally! Someone who wishes to fill the heart!
Whoa, what?
Look around! This island has been barren for far too long now. But if you wish to collect the heart of the buzz and leave this place, you must fill the heart with honey!
On days 64 to 68, the large shrub began to dance as they leapt up to a viewing platform, joining a bunch of others.
Fill the heart! Fill the heart!
Okay. I tried shooting skulk honey directly at the empty heart, but nothing happened. How do I even do this?
Fill the cauldrons!
Around the area were 3 separate cauldrons connected to the heart. Oh! I began to shoot my skulk honey at one, filling it up completely, which caused the heart to partially fill. Yes! But suddenly, a skulk honey monster emerged to face me. What the?
Whoa! Yeah! Pure entertainment! Woohoo!
The monster slid towards me and began launching attacks. Hey, knock it off! I dodged around and made it to the second cauldron, filling it up as well. Okay, just one more. But the monster also grew stronger again and blasted me with another attack. Ouch! I tried to fight back, but it just absorbed my attacks. I then looked past to the third cauldron. Wait, I have an idea. Let's hope this works. I unleashed as powerful of a sonic boom as I could, right into the monster, which knocked him back and into the final cauldron. As it sank within, the skulk honey was absorbed inside of it, filling it up, which filled up the heart as well. Yes! The large heart then transformed down into the filled heart of the buzz. We did it! As I looked around, I noticed that filling the heart caused the entire island to come alive with skulk honey.
The heart is alive! Finally!
I approached it and picked it up, causing me to transform into the strongest Warden Bee ever. I gained 10 more hearts and could now slam into the ground with deep, dark energy. But then my vision became blurred and I found myself back at the entrance of the dangerous looking dungeon. Wait, this place again? Why am I here? There, walking in front of me, was my queen. What am I doing here? It seemed like she couldn't hear me, but for some reason, my attention was drawn to her crown. What? In a flash, I was back in the old destroyed hive again. Her crown. It's the key to finding the flower of lost skulk. On days 74 to 77, I flew through the forest as fast as I could, trying to get back to my base, when I heard a roar in the distance.
Where are you?
Oh no, he's getting close to finding the colony. I finally made it back to my base safely and went straight to the queen. There you are, your highness.
You did it. You found the heart.
Yep. And now, as weird as this might sound, can I borrow your crown?
My crown?
She was hesitant, but trusted me and tossed it over.
Please, keep it safe.
Yes, of course, my queen. I will. I promise that as I touched the crown, I was instantly teleported away.
Did Fozo just vanish?
Ah! Looking around at my new surroundings, I realized where I was. At the entrance to the dungeon from my visions. As I went in, I was met by an ancient chamber. This is it. The Trials of the Lost Flower. On days 78 to 80, I walked forward as a figure on the wall breathed out.
The trial of the flower has begun.
Suddenly, the room shifted as a row of platforms formed in front of me. Here we go. I began to move across the platforms as the spikes above stopped me from just flying over the course. I had to leap over the gaps and evade moving saw blades on every platform. This is definitely a serious flower. Whoa! Finally, I made it to the last jump and completed the parkour challenge. Yes! Wow, that was surprisingly straightforward. Do other bees really struggle with this?
The true trial has now officially begun.
Say what now? I spun around quickly, and there in the chamber was the flower of lost skulk. I found you! But suddenly, it reached down and tried to bite me? What the? It's alive? I tried to fight back with a blast of honey, which hurt the flower. Oh no, I can't destroy it. I need its pollen.
Reveal the beauty of the sun to it. This is the only way.
Huh? What does that mean? I then spotted a lever nearby. This must do something, right? The lever caused the ground to shake as it began to lift me and the flower up towards a hole in the ceiling. And the flower of lost skulk looked very upset about it. On days 81 to 85, the platform continued to slowly rise to the surface, while the flower began to unleash a barrage of attacks at me. Ah! It was doing everything it could to take me down, and some of its attacks would even spawn smaller plants that would try and bite me. It was extremely strong, and I was only getting lower and lower on hearts. But as I looked up, I saw we were getting close to the surface. Come on. Come on! The flower tried to bite me one last time and released a powerful sonic boom with it. But just before it hit me, we broke through the surface, exposing the flower of Lost Skulk to the sunlight. It stopped and froze mid-attack. Did I do it? Then the flower transformed into a large and beautiful skulk flower, the one I saw in my visions. Yes! I used my abilities to collect all of its pollen, which filled me with a powerful essence stronger than anything I had ever felt before. This is what's going to save my colony. On days 86 to 90, I was getting close to my base when I heard Borris nearby.
I can sense you.
Oh no, I can't let him find the colony before they're ready. I quickly began to fly away from my base as I crossed his path.
There you are.
He began to chase after me through the forest, and I ducked in and out of the trees. Oh no, stay away! Ah! Wait, that's it. I used my skull cunning and completely covered some of the trees, blocking his path.
More power!
He obsessed over it and began eating all that he could. It'll make him stronger, but it should distract him for long enough. On days 91 to 94, I quickly returned to base, where I saw that Amber's parents had reunited with her. You guys made it.
They did, and you found them just like you promised.
I then flew up to the queen and returned her crown. I believe this belongs to you.
Bozo, look at you. Are you ready to take on Borris?
Not quite yet, Your Majesty. We need to do one more thing. The other bees and I quickly built up a new hive for the colony. And with the Lost Flowers pollen, I was able to upgrade it into a warrior Warden Bee hive. All of the weakened Warden Bees now looked strong again. And some even became warrior bees like me. Yes, it worked. Our queen also looked like she returned to her full power.
Goodness, my dear Fozo. You did it. You've completely restored the hive. What's the plan now?
We fight to defend the colony. On days 95 to 99, I flew outside the new hive, just as Borris found our base. He let out a massive roar.
All you bees will suffer for escaping from me!
Yeah, that's not gonna happen, Borris.
What is the little bee gonna do to me?
Bees, defend the hive! Charge!
The warrior Warden Bees went flying out of the hive and began attacking the bear. They were much smaller, but the completed hive empowered them all, making up for it.
What?
We had caught him by surprise, but
Enough!
with a powerful roar, Borris began to fight and took out some of the bees. No! He started attacking wildly and even clawed through some of our base. The queen fell back to protect the other bees inside the hive. He's still so powerful. I have to try to take him down.
Fozo, no!
Everyone, fall back! Hey, you looking for me? On day 100, I was face to face with the giant skulk bear.
You are still so weak! You think you stand a chance against my power?
I don't think I know I do. We began to fight as I flew around and kept my distance as he would try to get close and swipe at me with his powerful attacks. I was trying to hit him with everything I had, but he had absorbed so much skulk. With another powerful roar, he knocked me out of the sky. Ah!
Just as I said, you're weak, and only the strongest survive. And I am the strongest creature there will ever be!
Borris hit me again, knocking me down to almost no hearts. Ah! Borris, I may be weak alone, but together with the rest of my colony, we are strong!
Now!
all of the Warden Bees together unleash their skulk honey from the hive, sending a massive glob that completely covered Borris.
No!
He was held in place, which allowed me to unleash my new Deep Dark Slam, taking out the bear beekeeper once and for all. And with that, our Warden Bee colony could finally live in peace.